Nadej, back with another video. This one is on my health and fitness routine requested. Thank you so much for requesting it. Just want to talk a little bit about what I'm doing to get my fitness back on track and how I manage my diet so that I can keep the look I want and the weight that I want, especially nowadays, because I found out that once I hit my 30s, things got a little different and I had to actually work a little harder to maintain the same or similar weight that I had as when I was in my teens and 20s. So basically, I would say that my fitness routine is pretty simple. I'm not very kind of hardcore into workouts and things like that. Here's how it works. I try to get in the gym when I start to see changes in my body that I don't like. The problem with me though is that sometimes I don't stay consistent at it, and I notice that once I reach my goals and I get those results, I'll go really hard, and then once I get the results, sometimes I might back off or slow down or stop. So what I'm working on is trying to stay consistent throughout the whole time. So looking back at what I've done to help maintain my weight or figure, what's worked and what hasn't is, there are times where I do a lot of walking at night. And that kind of works. There was a point in time when I was jogging a lot. The jogging really is just a lot of cardio, so the fat came off very quickly. Not a lot of muscle tone, but as far as creating that lean look, was able to do that really easily. The problem is I hate to run, so that didn't last too long. One of the other things I decided to do was I joined a gym, and not just any gym. This gym was one where, people who are serious about their workouts joined. And once I started going to that gym, I was really, really motivated to work out differently than I'd ever done before. And so that's when I realized that I'm very, very motivated by external factors. So sometimes I'm not motivated by myself just to say, I'm just going to go work out. But if, I start gaining weight, or if I'm seeing other people who are really fit, it really intensifies my focus and motivation. It keeps me going. So that's what I use to stay, active, is I try to use external motivation. And some of you who read my blog, you realize that I've been doing some posts on fitness posts and inspiration posts. Very, very good for me because they keep me wanting to work out instead of wanting to just be complacent. The thing about the gym is, before when I first started, I would get on the treadmills. I would do a couple machines here and there, but mostly the cardio equipment, and it was like, okay. But once I started to do cardio, intense cardio plus weight-bearing exercises. So when I was doing my squats with weights, and I was doing the leg presses and the chest machines and all that, that's when my body really started to change and get better. Prior to that, it was good, but I realize now I have to do a little more to keep the look that I want. So I have to do cardio and weightlifting. And I don't bulk up, which is great. I just lean out and I get it faster. So if I'm like, okay, I need to lose weight or get toned and fit really quick, I know exactly what I need to do. Cardio plus go. My gym is 2 levels, so the top level is all the machines and all that. I need to hit the top floor if I want to really make fast results and look great while I'm doing it. As far as my fitness, or as far as my eating habits, they've changed a lot over the years. So I don't eat pork. I cut out pork years ago, and then I cut out beef and chicken. So I eat fish, and then I cut out wheat as well. You guys may know that. So gluten and wheat. By the way, before I cut out wheat, I was probably at my heaviest. I'm very short, so for me, gaining 5 or 10 pounds is a big deal. I see it, I feel it, it's a really big deal. So it's probably about 10 pounds heavier than I am now, maybe 5 to 10 pounds. And I just remember feeling so uncomfortable with myself. And then I gave up gluten, and I was eating, I didn't have anything to substitute the wheat and the pasta, so I was eating a lot of greens, low carbs, and I'll tell you what, that weight just fell off. I didn't have to do any physical exercise at all. I just changed the way I ate, and it was all gone. It was phenomenal. My stomach went down, just everything was flawless. And then once I started bringing back the rice carbs and things like that, things changed a little bit. But overall, going gluten-free has helped me to, maintain some of that weight loss. And the cool thing about it is, like, if I'm at work and there's brownies and there's cookies, before I would eat them. I would eat brownies, I'd eat cookies, and I just did it. Now it's like, oh, I don't eat wheat. So the elimination works for me because I don't have to fight temptation. So if there's no temptation, I don't have to have the discipline. I can just say no, I don't do it. So that's helped me a ton. And then finally, obviously drinking a lot of water helps, always helps. And also, one of the things that I realize is that, I've got to continue to make this part of my life instead of, oh, this is what I do when I want my body to look a certain way. Because once my body gets there, I'm like, okay, done, I reached my goal. So making this part of my life and making it consistent is really what my focus is on right now. So obviously I on the weekends I have time to work out, but when the days get busy and long, making sure that I'm always working out, even in the mornings or at night, fitting something in, or throughout the day. Sometimes if I go to use the restroom or something during a break at one of my meetings, I'll find time to do a few squats or a few, something, jumping jacks, and come back, and something to fit some type of workout in. Or if I'm at the computer, I might work standing up instead of sitting down, which also helps to burn more calories. So yeah, another thing is working out every day helps versus trying to do 2 or 3 or 4 times a week. Because I realize that when I miss days, then I'll miss another day. Like, what's another day? I'll do it on Friday, and then Friday comes, I can't do it. Okay, I'll make it up on the weekend. But if I'm like, okay, I'm working out every single day, those people who are the fittest and who are the most successful in creating the bodies they want, one of the things I realize is it's very, very much a part of their daily lives. And so that's one of the areas that I'm focusing on. So I hope that helps. I just try to keep inspiration in front of me, all in front of me as much as I can. Try to eat healthy. For me, elimination works because otherwise the temptation, my discipline, I don't like to use discipline if I don't have to. If I could just say, listen, that's just not something I eat, that's fine. And then drinking lots of water and making it part of every day. I think that's something that's the key, is making it something, just like you shower every day, you brush your teeth every day. I get in 30 minutes or I get in an hour every day. It's just what I do. And so, having that mindset really helps. Okay, and then as far as my hair, I just pin it up. Usually have something tied around like I do right now. Or like if I go in the steam room or something, I'll put on a plastic cap and then the scarf around it so people don't know that I have a plastic cap on. And as far as the scalp and stuff, drinking a lot of water helps because when I do the steam room and I drink a lot of water, I notice my sweat isn't as salty, and so it doesn't dry out my hair as much. And also when I'm working out harder with the weights and stuff, I'm not sweating when I'm lifting weights. And when I do cardio, I'll do intervals where it's fast and slow, fast and slow. So I don't sweat a ton, but when I do, I try to make sure I'm drinking water so it's not building up on my scalp, or at least the sweat that is coming out isn't as full of toxins and other stuff like that can make your hair way down. Okay? All right, great. So I hope that helped. Thank you for watching. If you guys have questions or want to send me a message, feel free to do so. And talk to you soon. Bye.